Hi everyone, it's Jeannie. Welcome back to my channel. I was going back and forth about what I wanted to film today. I was kind of thinking about talking about the Natasha Denona palette, which is the eyeshadow that I have on. I think I'm going to do that later. Just, I guess it's been on my mind that I wanted to do a video about blonde hair and how I kind of, I guess, salvaged my blonde hair. For most people during COVID, I was in the process of trying to get my hair a certain way, and then right before COVID hit, I was supposed to try and get my hairdresser to try again for the third time to get my hair the way I wanted it to. Now my hair is naturally like a dark blonde now. I used to be a towhead when I'm a kid. My hair does lift very easily. I have noticed as I've gotten older that it does, when it does lift though, it's not, I used to be one of those people who just could, like, if I had a box of hair color, that's the blonde my hair would turn, you know what I mean? So, but as I've just noticed as I've gotten older, I think my hair tends to pull a little bit brassier. You know, I won't get into too much details, but I don't think that blonde hair color or hair color in general was necessarily my hairstylist's forte. I originally started going to her when I was doing my own high lift hair color, and she did cut my hair. I liked the way she cut my hair. She was a nice person, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, I just probably should have just, you know, tried to go somewhere else, but you know how it is. So, I do want to also add that, you know, I do have a pretty extensive kind of background with hair color. I was kind of alternative back in the day. I was constantly messing with my hair, constantly changing my hair color. I would literally color it one color one day, another color the next day, and then another color the next day, and it was fine. Of course, I was much younger than then, but I do have a lot of hair. It doesn't mean I was happy about what happened, but essentially what happened was, I guess on the very first day that I was available to get an appointment, I did, and we decided that we would do full foil highlights throughout my whole head, and then just do like an ash color. So what I was trying to get at was kind of like what you would call like a baby blonde, where it was like an ash kind of base with heavy platinum highlights, and it just wasn't working, just wasn't happening. So she put in full foil highlights, and bottom line is she first of all pulled them all the way through the ends, even on the part that had already been highlighted heavily, and then she left it on too long. When she went to take the foils out, my hair was clogging the sink because so much of it was coming out. She tried to hide it. She then, you know, I'm sure she was upset. She then, she said due to COVID protocols, had me pay first before she took my hair out of the towel. And as she was brushing it, even more clumps was coming out. So just, you know, I could go on and on about the horrific details about what happened, but basically I have what is called a chemical cut, where my hair just broke off at a certain point all throughout my hair. Now, you know, it is bad. It is worse in one area more so than the other. I feel like there's more breakage on this side, which is already my thinner side, and then the way my part goes, you know. But I basically, all throughout my head, had chemical breakage. Now, I do have a lot of hair. I could probably make a whole video about how it was handled by the salon. It wasn't handled very well. No one wants to hear repeatedly, you know, that they have a lot of hair, so it's okay. It's never okay, especially when you pay hundreds of dollars to get your hair done. So I have gone back to doing my own high lift blonde, and I am going to do a video on just that and tell you how I do it. Please keep in mind I am not a professional hairdresser. I do use professional grade products. I did used to, you know, do makeup and stuff like that. I was, you know, trained in all that. I did at one point want to do, you know, be a cosmetologist, a hairstylist, but, you know, just, I guess the world had other plans for me. And so I do know a little bit more than usual, you know, more than the average person about it. Do a lot of research on my own. I am, you know, very careful, but I'm not a hairdresser by any means, and I'm not a professional, and I don't claim to know everything about everything. I'm just going to tell you when I show you that, you know, how I do it myself. But then right now what I wanted to cover was basically how I salvaged my hair. So immediately afterwards, for days, my hair was just continuously falling out and breaking off, no matter what I did to it. I think once your hair gets to a certain point, once there's a certain amount of damage that's done, it doesn't matter what you do to it, what you put on it, it's not going to fix it. Now, the salon did do, I think, 2 treatments on my hair, but it wasn't going to do anything. All it did was maybe salvage some of the hair that wasn't too far damaged and make what was left look a little bit better. But this all happened months ago. There was a gap from when I was making videos, even though I had just started back to YouTube. But I also essentially, you know, between now and then, I have probably cut off about 4 inches of my hair. My hair was considerably longer. It's still long, but it was considerably longer. Because of all the breakage, it just looked pretty frazzled at the end. So I think I got about 3 inches cut off right after, and then about last week I got like another inch cut off. And I'll probably still have to do it because I'm like, I was gonna try and show you in the mirror, but there's just, like you can see here, like I don't have layers in my hair. There's just spots all throughout my hair where there's just breakage everywhere, and it's just woven through my hair, so it's not as noticeable as if someone who had like you can kind of really see it there, someone who'd had, you know, all over bleach breakage, but it's woven all throughout my hair. Now this is the side I think that she put it in first, and so she basically left it on way too long. My hair lifts very easily. It didn't need to be on for that long. Hold on, I'm going to grab a water real quick. This is going to be a long video, so you might want to grab yourself a glass of water if this is something that interests you, because I know a lot of people have damaged hair, a lot of people have blonde hair. I know, you know, when I look for videos on how to care for blonde hair and stuff like that, there aren't as many as you would think there are. So I know it's definitely something that other people, you know, probably would like to learn more about. So this is just what helped me. A little bit about my hair. Like I said, I do have a lot of it, but it's actually fine. I wouldn't say it's super fine, but it's fine, but I have a lot of it. Like I said, it's dark ash blonde. I am oily, so it's oily at the roots, and then of course dry at the ends. My skin is oily too, so the fact that it's oily probably did help a little bit. So I'm going to kind of go through some things that you can do that you don't have to use products for, things that you can do to help salvage your hair after, whether it's over processed, you've had a chemical cut, disaster, did it yourself, whatever. Just the things that I found that helped me. So the first thing was that I didn't wash my hair every day. Because I'm oily, I was one of those people that has to wash my hair every day. If I wash it at night, I will wake up in the morning and it's oily. If I washed it in the morning, I would get home from work and it was oily. I just have oily hair, and I tried, you know, back when they were encouraging people to use dry shampoo and stuff like that, I did try and do that. It just never worked for me. But because of what happened to my hair, I had to not wash it every day. So I tried to go longer than every other day, but I couldn't because I cannot stand dirty hair smell. It's just one of the worst smells in the world to me. So I just really couldn't go any further than that. I tried not to use dry shampoo because I was really trying to get my natural oils to like coat my hair and help my hair. So I was putting it up, you know, in a bun on top of my head and stuff. Just that's the one good thing about COVID. I didn't have to go anywhere. So, you know, I was just trying to do as little as possible to my hair. So a few things that you can do. One is not washing your hair every single day. Try not to use dry shampoo because a lot of the sprays do have alcohol in them. Try and find one that's alcohol free or that's a powder. And then the other thing is to try and let it air dry. So I would do that. Try and let my hair air dry as much as possible. If I did have to go somewhere, or if I didn't want to go to bed with my hair wet, I would just, you know, let it mostly air dry and then just dry it on low right before bed. And then minimize heat tools. I would only use heat tools on them if I had somewhere specifically to go. So thankfully, because I'm working from home for COVID, I didn't have that many places to go. So the other thing that I did was I waited as long as possible before I did anything else to my hair. Now I will go into detail on how I did the high lift blonde myself, but when I did do it, even though my hair is not all one color, because of the highlights and everything, I only did it on the roots, and it doesn't look that bad, but it's been, you know, like I think this will be the 4th month that I'm doing it myself, but I waited about 10 weeks after the incident to actually do anything else to my hair. So I waited about, I think it was about 10 weeks. I was going to try and go 3 months, but I think I made it to 10 weeks because I'm one of those people who can't stand roots. Like right now I need to do it next week. So that's why I'm going to try and film it for you. If not, I will just explain how I did it because I don't have someone who can film for me. And I don't necessarily have the setup in my bathroom to do it myself. And usually when I end up doing my hair, it's late at night or after work or something. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to go do it. So I'm going to go over the things that you can do besides that. So one thing that you can do is after you get out of the shower, because I still do have a lot of hair, and because it's chemically damaged, it does hold a lot of moisture. So I put a regular towel on my head, brush my teeth, and then just to get that initial heavy wetness out, then I recommend using one of these, like a Turbie twist. They make them in microfiber. There's different brands. I just happen to have a bunch of these. Using a big heavy towel and the weight of the towel can actually break your hair off, or pull pressure on it, or make it break, or pull it off at the root, you know, kind of like a ponytail type deal. So just recommend using something like this that's a little bit lighter on your hair. Don't rough it up with a towel. I've even actually seen hairdressers do that, so I'm like really shocked. Everyone will tell you don't rub your hair with a towel, just kind of pat it dry. So you know, just being gentle with it when you use a regular towel, and then just putting it up in one of these is the best thing to do, so that you're not like pulling or putting that extra weight on your hair. The other thing that I do is when I sleep at night, I put it up on top of my head. Like I pull it up in a big, you know, ponytail, and then just kind of do that messy bun where I loop it halfway through. I like to use these ones. This one's like a, this one's not necessarily a satin one, but I have like the ones that are like, you know, kind of satin silky. Those pull less on your hair. This one's kind of like some kind of soft microfiber. I think some of the cotton ones are nice too, but cotton can pull on your hair a little bit more. So try and use the ones that are like a little bit slippery, just because they're more gentle on your hair. And then the other thing that I do, where is my pillowcase, is I sleep, I'm sitting on it. I sleep with a silk pillowcase. This is Mulberry silk. I think satin ones are fine too. I just happen to like the Mulberry silk because it's supposed to be good for your skin as well. It's not just good for your skin, but it's also, I mean, not just good for your hair, but it's also good for your skin. So something that doesn't like grab onto your hair while you're sleeping. You know, like regular cotton pillowcases and stuff aren't as slippery, you know what I mean? So they could pull on your hair and cause breakage. So I do recommend getting like a silk or satin pillowcase because it's less abrasive and frictiony and all that on your hair. So you know, good for your skin and good for your hair. So those are the things I recommend that you can do that necessarily don't necessarily involve products. So I'm going to start kind of, I guess, with the beginning. I'm going to do a separate video on brushes and hair tools and stuff like that I use, but like I said, minimize the use of tools for, especially when it's in a fragile state. The things that I used, I think did that, products that I'm going to show you did actually help my hair salvage it, recover it, because it was very kind of fried and frizzy looking right after, you know, I had it colored that time. My fall allergies are driving me crazy, so I'm going to try and not rub my nose, but it's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like so itchy today. So the first thing that I got was this Extreme Bleach Recovery Redken shampoo. So this is gentle fortifying shampoo. It's supposed to be for bleached and damaged hair. I used this extensively for the first couple of weeks. It's supposed to be gentle. It's supposed to help repair your hair. So I used this extensively for the first couple of weeks when I did wash my hair. And then I also used this. I want to say it for the first like 2 weeks. I used it more than 2 or 3 times a week. I'm sure some people would tell you that's not good, but it's the Redken Extreme Mega Mask Treatment Care Extender for Distressed Hair. So I used this and would leave it in for like 10 minutes. I would do that kind of like the first thing in the shower. I'd wash my hair and then put this on and then do all my other stuff and leave this on. But like I said, I think I did it like 2 or 3 times the first week. And I had some other you know, leave-in conditioners and stuff, but I did really find that this was the one worth mentioning. This actually did seem to make a difference on my hair. So those are 2 like kind of pricier products that I recommend. And then when I wash my hair, I was finding, because I was using some powders and dry shampoos, because like I said, I didn't really like the way, you know, stinky, dirty hair smells. So I would at least, you know, try and do it around the front sometimes, or sometimes I would just use baby powder, but you do want to be careful of buildup because that can actually clog your scalp. So I would use this R+Co Sunset Boulevard Blonde Shampoo. It came highly rated. You know, most of the stuff that I'm showing you is sulfate and paraben free. But I do like this. I like the way it smells. It doesn't really do anything with color, so I would often just like use this if I did have a lot of dry shampoo or buildup in my hair. I would use this first, and then this is my favorite, I guess, anti-brass shampoo. Now I've even after, you know, the incident with my hair, there was still just some spots in my hair that for some reason, what I think it was her putting the bleach over parts where she had tried to color it, because she was coloring it darker than what I'd wanted. Anyway, it's just a long story. But anyway, this Brass Off purple shampoo. This is more like a blue shampoo. It does say it's more for like brunettes with highlights, but the new stylist that I'm seeing who's been cutting my hair, she is a blonde expert, and she says that this is the best purple shampoo that she recommends. And so I think I got this big thing for like 20 bucks or around 20 bucks on Amazon. And I do like it. It's probably one of the best purple shampoos that I've used. Like the way it smells, it's a decent price, and it is salon quality. So I highly recommend for a purple shampoo, which if you are blonde, you have to use purple shampoo. You just have to. Unless you're blessed with naturally, you know, ashy blonde hair, or you like yellow hair. Yeah, I don't know. I've never met any blonde who doesn't need to use this. As we all know that there's certain things in water and stuff like that, but this is an excellent purple / blue shampoo. This is more blue, but I've out of all the ones I've tried, I love this. I also like the Joico one, but it's a little bit pricey for, you know, this one, like I said, is a good deal because you get it for like 20 bucks. I do like the Joico one. I do like that Fanolo one. I think that's an Italian one. That one is so good though that it actually, you know, if you want your hair like right off the bat, boom, like that stuff is great. But I did notice that because my my ends are a little bit more processed and over processed. I got purple on my finger. I'll get a baby wipe and get that off. So I don't know, I would just, if you really have some brass and you want to, you know, if it's all over, then that's great. But just that Fanolo one, just keep in mind that if you do have lighter ends, it's going to make them look like lavender or purple, depending on how long, which, you know, there was a time when I would have loved that, but it is just a little bit too much. But this one, like I said, is just the one I've been loving, and it's my favorite. I'm definitely going to repurchase it, and it lasts forever. And then for everyday conditioners, this is, where is that? Here it is. This is IGK. I love this brand. I've used some other things. I have some other leave-in products like from before my hair incident. But this is the IGK Hot Girls Hydrating Conditioner. It smells really good. Kind of has that beachy smell. It's kind of like a combination of both Copper Tone and Hawaiian Tropic a little bit, but it smells really good. It's mineral oil free. I think all their brands are cruelty and gluten free and all that. Some of the other stuff I'm showing you definitely isn't, but just in case you are looking for one. Before COVID, I think I could get this for around 21 bucks, but the last time I ordered it, it's $23.99. I've gone through so many of these. I have to use so much conditioner in my hair just to get it to go through my hair ever since this happened. So this one does that, but I have to use so much of it that I was going through, you know, a bottle of this. I don't know. I mean, I think there was, the first week I might have gone through a whole bottle of this in a week, and then, you know, I can remember having to order it constantly. So it's a great hydrating conditioner. I highly recommend it. It smells great. It does what it says. I can comb my hair. So if price is no object, try the IGK Hot Girl Shampoo. So because I was going through so much conditioner and some of the other stuff that I was trying, like I did try the Olaplex leave-in and the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. I don't know, it didn't seem to do that great for me. So I actually was like, what did I used to use back in the day when I was like changing my hair color all the time, and it, you know, always felt good and looked good. And I ended up just saying, hey, let me try this Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. Now I used to use the regular 3-Minute Miracle, and I think this 3-Minute Miracle Moist is relatively new, but this is the 3-Minute Miracle Moist Deep Conditioner, but I use it every single time that I shampoo my hair. And now I don't have any buildup, probably because I'm using the purplish shampoo, because it, you know, anything that is supposed to remove brass and residue and color is going to be a little bit more stripping than a normal shampoo. So most purple shampoos, that's why they're drying. So that could be part of it, but it doesn't have any parabens or anything like that in it. So I'm not, you know, really sure. The ingredients are all fine. It's got jojoba oil, avocado oil. Like I said, it doesn't have any parabens or wax in it. It is, I have to use about, you know, 6 or 7 pumps to get it even through my hair. And then I do leave it on for at least 3 minutes or more, but it actually is doing what it says it's going to do. My hair is easy to comb out. It feels moisturized. It's relatively shiny considering everything that's happened to it. So I am loving this. you know, until I get my hair back in shape where I don't have to use 50 million pounds of conditioner on it. I'm going to keep using it. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, we've got this one that's now $23, $24, I guess $25 by the time tax is done, and it's only, you know, like 6 ounces, no, 7 ounces. And then I've got this, which I think I end up paying like $5.99 or something for. So, you know, I'm one of those people, if it works, it works. It doesn't matter how, you know, I don't want to say it doesn't matter how much it costs, but what I'm saying is if I can get this to work the same as this, then I'm going to get this. You know what I mean? And I still like to use this because of the way it smells. And this one still smells good too. It smells like same thing, kind of like, you know, coconutty, pineapple-y or something. It just still smells good, but I was surprised that this actually worked as good as it does. So I'm going to continue to keep using that. Now, as far as another thing that I think was like key, like totally key in saving my hair is this. Like I said, I think they did an Olaplex treatment for me after, you know, I complained about my hair. And then I tried, I think, the Olaplex leave-in treatment or whatever, and it just really didn't do that much for me. But this is the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother Leave-In Reparative Styling Cream, reduces frizz, nourishes, and protects. This stuff is amazing. And it says here only to use a small amount, so I had to learn that the hard way. This is one of those things where you actually really only need to use a small amount, even with my hair. So this has just been a lifesaver. If you haven't tried it, I recommend this before any of the other, you know, stuff that you can buy from at home. There are some things I guess you can only get if you're a licensed beautician or if you have someone who can get it for you. But this stuff is amazing. So basically, I kind of brought this out because I love it so much, a little quick. What I'll do is after I shampoo and condition my hair in the shower, if I, you know, like I said, I probably only deep condition about once a week now. I probably should still do it more, but I was doing it more heavily right after my hair got fried. And then just, like I said, put it in a regular towel, then put it up in this. I will leave it up in this if I'm putting makeup on and going somewhere. If I'm not, then I will take it out, comb through it, or brush through it with my wet brush, and then I spray this on before I use this. So this is Not Your Mother's All Eyes on Me 10-in-1 Hair Perfector. I guess this is supposed to be similar to the It's a 10, which I love, but it's very expensive, and I was also having a problem finding it. Seems like every leave-in that I've previously tried either gets discontinued or I can't find it. Can't find the Pravana one for a while, which was kind of a purpley one, which I do recommend if you want to splurge. It's Pravana, and it's a leave-in conditioner specifically for blonde hair. So that's a good one. But anyway, I can get this from Walmart now. At first I could only get it at Target, but it's Not Your Mother's All Eyes on Me 10-in-1 Hair Protector. The thing I like about it is it instantly detangles. It says it instantly transforms unmanageable hair, which my hair was. It adds body, detangles, So back to this. All Eyes on Me, I'll start again. Adds body, detangles, adds shine, protects, moisturizes, controls frizz, repairs dry hair, heat protection, mends split ends, and creates silkiness. Don't know if anything really mends split ends, but you know. So this stuff is great. So I spray this on my hair. I do try and not put it right at the roots, but because some of my breakage was a little bit at the roots, I get it a little bit closer than I used to, considering I have oily hair. So I spray this all over, get the tangles out, and then that's when I put this Olaplex No. 6 in, the Bond Smoother. I put that just through the kind of like the mid-lengths to the end. I probably use anywhere between a dime and a nickel, depending on my hair that day. And you really only need a little bit of this. And I want to say it's around 20 bucks. I wish they'd change the packaging a little bit because it's hard to get it out, so you have to store it upside down because it's really thick. But I really feel like out of everything that I'm showing you today, this was the game changer. This was the one that really seemed to make my hair look less fried and less frizzy. And then after that, if I am just getting ready for bed or not going anywhere, I usually will do my hair the night before if I have somewhere I have to go the next day. But sometimes I do take a shower and get ready to go. You know, I usually shower at night. So if I'm not going anywhere, I will just let my hair air dry or let it air dry as much as possible. I don't like to go to bed with wet hair, but because if your hair is like a lot of chemicals, you know, processed chemically, it will hold onto moisture and maybe not dry as quickly as natural hair. So if I am going to bed, I will just, you know, let it dry as close as possible and then just dry it before bed on medium or something, and then put it up in, you know, that little bun thing that I was talking about. But I do try and not process my hair, or not use hot tools on my hair as much as possible. It's a little bit better now, like I said, but because it's been, like, that was May, so it's been 5 months. So, you know, my hair is a little bit better, but I do, like I said, I do think it's some of these products. So if I am going somewhere, I will also put something else in my hair before I style it. And this is one of the oils that I like a lot. It's the Kerastase Elixr Ultime. I love the way this stuff smells. The first time I used it was on a cruise when I had my hair blown out. Loved my hair. Will never go on another cruise. I'm just not a cruise kind of girl. But I just love the way this stuff smells. I don't know what it is about the smell. It just makes your hair smell so good. And like the next morning when I woke up, I just love it. So I had to get some. It's pricey. I think it's anywhere from between 40 and 50 bucks depending on where you get it, but a little goes a long way. So when my hair was longer, it probably took about 3 pumps. Now I just use 2 pumps, and I just do it from the mid-lengths to the end, because that's, you know, where your hair gets curled and blow dried and stuff the most. So I'll do that. And then another one that I like to use is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Hair Serum. I've used this off and on for ages. It really does do what it says. It makes your hair silky smooth. It makes it look less frizzy. It does also reduce drying time. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, I hadn't done my hair today. I actually took a shower and did my hair, which like I said, I've rarely done since COVID hit. And I did notice, because I used this today, that my hair was drier in less time. So that is one bonus of this. It does speed up dry time. And so I use that. I think the other stuff that I'm going to show you is going to be like, this is more like the hair care, reparative stuff, good for your hair stuff. I am going to show you my styling tools and products in another video, because I think this one is already way too long. But I did want to put that out there, because I'm sure there's other people, you know, who struggle with getting their hair blonde, have had it overprocessed it themselves, had someone else do what happened to me. You know, I feel bad, you know, like I've seen where people like literally had what happened to me happen to their whole head, and I just can't imagine. So I'm thankful, you know, that it didn't happen, that I didn't just like get it all over bleach or something like that. But, you know, I definitely think that a lot of these products made a huge difference in my hair, kind of not completely just, you know, looking totally fried. So, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. If you have any products that you think I should try, please put those down below as well. Like I said, I'll be doing 2 other videos related to hair. One on actually how I'm coloring it myself, and the product that I'm using and how I use it. It's similar to Olaplex in that it actually has something like that already in the color. And then, you know, kind of go through how I use it. And then I am going to do like styling products and styling tools. So if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Can't talk today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.